Hi, unknown. Yes, you're first. Don't you sleep in afternoon? Yes, I do occasionally sleep in afternoon. I try to avoid it, but there's still this thing where I feel a little bit sleepy in the afternoon, and then if I do feel really sleepy, then I will take a nap in the afternoon. Today, I did take a nap in the afternoon. हेलो आयशो यूजर नेम 2 महीने के बाद बोर्ड्स है और मैंने अभी उतना नहीं पढ़ा क्या करूं ज्यादा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड मत बनाओ इसको अगर नहीं पढ़ा अभी तक एंड 2 महीने बाद बोर्ड्स है तो देखो कौन कौन से सब्जेक्ट्स है एंड उसमें आप एक सिंपल जितना सिंप्लीफाई कर सकते हो जितना आपसे पढ़ाई हो सकती है रियलिस्टिकली उतने सब्जेक्ट्स को पढ़ो कवर करने का प्लान बनाओ ज्यादा अनरियलिस्टिक मत रखो डोंट एम फॉर गेटिंग 100% एम फॉर गेटिंग जितना आपसे हो सके आपको लगे कि अगर मैं कुछ भी करके 75 80 85 तक एम करना चाहता हूँ उसके हिसाब से अपना एक प्लानिंग रखो कि इतना इतना कवर करूंगा मैं इन द नेक्स्ट 2 मंथ्स इट्स डेफिनेटली डूएबल इट्स वेरी इजीली डूएबल गिवन कि आप कंसिस्टेंटली हर रोज थोड़ी थोड़ी पढ़ाई कर सकते हो सब्जेक्ट्स को बांट दो दिस शुड बी योर स्ट्रैटेजी हाय करण अलावत हाय हाय सत्यम congratulations for 7K thank you ब्रो क्या 2 मंथ्स में सारा सिलेबस कंप्लीट कर सकता हूँ और पहले कौन सा सब्जेक्ट क्लियर करूँ और क्या ट्रिग्नोमेट्री मुश्किल होती है आप सारा सिलेबस का क्यों सोच रहे हो आप अपने कैपेसिटी के हिसाब से एम करो कि अभी आपको सारा सिलेबस नहीं कंप्लीट करना अभी आपका काम है कि एटलीस्ट पढ़ाई करनी है कुछ भी करके अब कितना हो सके वो आपकी पेस पे डिपेंड करेगा आपके मोमेंटम पर डिपेंड करेगा और आपकी कंसिस्टेंसी पर डिपेंड करेगा तो एटलीस्ट आपके पास 2 महीने तो पहले 1 महीने तक का एक गोल तो बना लो कि मुझे इतना परसेंट कंप्लीट करना है एंड कुछ भी मुश्किल नहीं होता आप सिर्फ आपकी दिमाग की वो होती है with enough practice you can definitely do anything that you want it takes is mind muscle repetition so if you practice enough trigonometry questions you will definitely be able to solve it trigonometry personally मुझे खुद को भी मुश्किल लगता था लेकिन डाउन द लाइन आई रियलाइज कि मुझे मुश्किल इसलिए लगता था क्योंकि मैंने उसमें इनफ प्रैक्टिस ही नहीं की थी इफ आई हैड प्रैक्टिस्ड अगर मैंने उसको समझने की कोशिश की होती तो मुझे डेफिनेटली समझ आ जाता बट मैं डरता था इसलिए मैं नहीं कर पाया तो कोई भी चीज को करने का एक ही सोल्यूशन होता है समाधान होता है कि उसको ज्यादा करो जीवन में क्लैरिटी आ गई। लास्ट मिनट तोड़ी तोड़ी नहीं, फ्रॉम अ 96.5% आईएससी सीनियर बाय द वे। आज का दिन कैसा गया? आज का दिन ठीक ठाक गया। मैथ रिक्वायर्स प्रैक्टिस। मैथ छोड़ो यार, एवरीथिंग in life requires practice. Nothing comes to someone without any persistence, without any challenges. So, unfortunately, a lot of people are stuck in this zone where we are not willing to put in any work because we don't want to get out of our comfort zones. We have gotten so comfortable that it's fine, whatever. It's just like, if it is happening every day, let it happen. If it doesn't happen, it is someone else's fault. It is so easy to deflect, but it is so hard to take accountability. It is so hard to actually change things. It is so hard to go through the challenges. So I show username. My advice to you would be, don't think about how much you can complete. Think about how consistent you can be. And as far as you're putting in your best effort, how much syllabus you complete, that is completely a side tangent. What you need to focus on is like studying. My strategy to you, or my advice of what strategy that you should have for completing as much a syllabus that you can, is that every day complete something and complete it with a lot of clarity, and do the practice that is required for the particular topic. भाई आजकल क्या नया कर रहे हो? आज आजकल ऑनेस्टली मैं कुछ भी नया नहीं कर रहा हूँ। मैंने अपने वीडियो के पैटर्न्स को थोड़ा बदल दिया है। दैट इज व्हाट आई एम डूइंग ऑन अ माइन्यूस्क्यूल लेवल, दैट इज व्हाट आई एम चेंजिंग। आई हैव चेंज्ड माय वीडियो मेकिंग प्रोसेस ऑन यूट्यूब, जहाँ पे आई यूज्ड टू स्पीक अ लॉट, जहाँ पे मैं बहुत डिटेल में कवर करता था। नाउ आई हैव fine tuned it even more, so you'll find my videos much more practical than before, rather than going in depth. These days what I'm trying to focus on is much more fine tuned videos. So today's video I plan to make on career. I have not yet recorded it. I have not yet done anything from it. I've just prepared a framework for it, like a rough framework on it. So that's what I'm going to do after this stream. I'm going to straight away get to recording, and yeah. But I believe that as far as I'm keeping on, I'm hitting my head, even if it's against the wall, I will get somewhere. And I've learned incredible much amount of stuff, not only through this YouTube, through like different experiments that I have made in my life. Thanks to YouTube, I initiated them all, by the way. Like, YouTube has given me lots and lots of confidence. It's taught me a lot about life, and also the importance of patience, which is why I'm being able to be so consistent. I might have a lot of doubt and confusion in different aspects of my life. I'm not gonna lie, but one thing I've never had a doubt about is that about this, like YouTube, that this is something that is my constant. This is something that I cannot miss on. This is something that gives me a reason to live, my purpose, the reason to honestly just continue everything. So yeah. भैया स्टडी आवर्स को इंक्रीज करना चाहता हूँ, लेकिन एक लिमिट के बाद हो ही नहीं पाता, क्या करूँ? 8 आवर्स स्टडी कैसे करूँ डेली? There are two types of work, Karan. One of them is deep work, one of them is shallow work. What most people do is shallow work. Deep work, by essence of the quality of it, you can only do 1 to 3 hours of. So if you are talking about quality of work or study, then the hours should not matter. As far as you're getting good quality deep work done, this is my belief, okay, with studies as well. So as far as you're getting even 20 minutes of deep work on a daily basis, that would put you much ahead than any number of hours that you can give. So rather than focusing on the hours, I'd start and I'd focus on the amount of practice that you're getting, and also focus on the quality of the work that you're doing. How are you doing? I'm doing okay. Just okay. अब सबको बता दिया क्या चैनल के बारे में? नहीं, सबको तो नहीं, अभी भी बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग हैं जिनको नहीं पता मेरे चैनल के बारे में। मील, आज के मील की पिक्चर्स नहीं ली मैंने। इट वाज माय स्टैंडर्ड मील सत्यम टुडे। यू मस्ट नो कि मेरे अंडों का मील था, लाइक 5 अंडे, 5 अंडे विथ 2 स्लाइसेस ऑफ ब्रेड विथ चीज बिटवीन देम, एंड उसके अलावा चिकन थी। 200 ग्राम के लगभग की कुछ चिकन रही होगी, ब्रेस्ट पीस, कंप्लीटली बोनलेस, वो था। एंड उस वो भी ब्रेड के साथ खाया मैंने, 2 स्लाइसेस ऑफ ब्रेड विथ चीज इन द मिडल। एंड उसके अलावा फिर मैंने 400 ग्राम दही खाया, एंड उसके अलावा मैंने 2 कप कॉफी के पिए। ये था मेरा पूरे दिन का मील। बस इतना ही था, इसके अलावा और कुछ नहीं खाऊंगा पीऊंगा मैं अब। You will you answer today? Yeah, sure, I will answer today. Saransh, ask me your question. Hey Parul, what's up? One meal a day. It's not. It's actually one meal a day right now. Yeah, it's sort of one meal a day that I follow. So I eat it over 2 hours. The big meal that I have, I eat it over 2 hours. 2 घंटे में खा लेता हूँ, उसके बाद ज्यादा उसके बाद मोर और लेस नहीं खाता। अनलेस हाँ, अगर दोस्तों के साथ बाहर चला गया तो फिर वो डेजर्ट खिला देते हैं, मतलब खाना पड़ता है सबके साथ, वो मैं भी खा लेता हूँ। बट उसके अलावा आई वॉन्ट ऑन एन आइडियल डे लाइक टुडे, आई एम प्लानिंग नॉट टू हैव एनी मोर फूड। एंड आई फाइंड दैट इट्स कनेक्टेड टू माई स्लीप शेड्यूल एज वेल, कि अगर मैं रात तक जग गया, क्योंकि मैंने लास्ट अपना मील 3 बजे या 4 बजे किया है। सो अगर मैं रात तक जग गया ना, इफ इट इज ऑल्सो 3 AM 12 AM, देन आई स्टार्ट फीलिंग हंग्री। So it's very much connected with my sleep as well. So if I sleep on time, that is between 10 11 or even 11:30, then I won't feel hungry, then it'll be perfect, the proportion of meal that I'm having. So it's all interconnected, I find. रोज वर्कआउट करता हूँ, बट आज मन ही नहीं कर रहा। तो आज सिंपल कर लो सत्यम, एंड देखो, मन मन से फाइट करके चीजों को करने में ही वो ज्यादा ग्रोथ आती है। आपको मन तो बहुत सारी चीजों को करेगा, एंड नेचुरल ही है। डोंट एक्सपेक्ट कि आपकी कोई भी चीज में जब आप इंप्रूव करना चाहते हो, इट इज गोइंग टू बी वेरी लाइक स्मूथ। इट इज गोइंग टू बी चैलेंजिंग, बट दैट इज द पॉइंट। मोस्ट पीपल कैन नॉट beat or fight that initial condition. They cannot go through that initial resistance that everyone feels. But once you do it, right, once you get into it, once you will walk into the gym, once you will start doing some sort of exercise, you will feel so much motivated, right, that it'll be absolutely incredible. But you will have to get through that phase, and it's very important that you do. Learn to do things even when you're not feeling like it. Learn to do things even when your first initial resistance is, yeah, I don't want to do this, I don't feel like it. Frick it, it's fine. If you can't do the entire thing, do it for 1 minute, and you will find that even that gives you a lot of momentum. मैं अभी देखो, मेरा एग्जांपल ले लो। मैंने वर्कआउट स्टार्ट करने के लिए अभी हर रोज 10 पुशअप का वो किया है। तो मैं 10 पुशअप इजीली मार लेता हूँ, ठीक है, बट वो मैं मोमेंटम क्रिएट कर रहा हूँ। अभी मेरी औकात नहीं है उतनी ऑनेस्टली कि मैं हर रोज जिम जाऊं, तो इसलिए मैं अभी 10 पुशअप से स्टार्ट कर रहा हूँ। सो आई हैव फाउंड दिस। अगर मैं आपको मेरे पूरे चैनल की, या मैं आपको अपनी लाइफ की एक सीक्रेट बताऊं जो मैंने सबसे ज्यादा सीखा है, दैट इज पेशेंस and consistency. Those are the key factors if you want to improve as a person. Unfortunately, most people try to achieve greatness, and in achieving or in trying to achieve greatness, they don't even get to a mediocre level because their goals or their dreams are so extraordinary, or they're and so out of reality, so out of touch, they don't even do the basic bare minimum. But we need to get back, and we need to first create a baseline for bare minimum. If we can do that, so then you can even dream, then you can go higher. Hello bhaiya, are your parents supportive? Yeah, they are supportive. I love them. Hello bhaiya. Hi bhola bhala. Are you actually bhola bhala? Sorry mom, I suddenly called. Hello bhaiya, this side Aditya. Hi Aditya. From nothing to something. See, yeah, I get it. The nothing to something, that is a very significant gap. That is what most people struggle with. So it's like being on a highway, being like having a car, and imagine that car cannot run right now. So if the biggest or the hardest part for most people is to get that car on the highway, to get that car started. Once you get it on the road, right, it is definitely going to keep a momentum, and then you can speed it accordingly to the road conditions, and you can maybe pause after. But if you never get onto the road, how do you think you're going to make progress in any area? Even if you have to make a mistake, go and make that mistake, because if it can give you that momentum, if it can give you the confidence that yeah, I can do something, I can try things, then you're going to get to a lot of places. Very well put, Aditya, very well put. Lovely. Nothing much, just juggling exams and all the courses I'm enrolled in, plus household chores because my mate decided to ghost. Bitch. That's the story of really all Indian people. We're all running after our maids and everything. Oh, is she arrived today? Is she arrived today? Luckily for me, the person who works at my place, like she's pretty regular. Given that we give her one leave every week, she's like very regular. Hey Maza, do you also help with mental health queries along with career stuff? I definitely do. I try to. भाई आप बताओ, मैं आपको भोला भाला लगता हूँ? मुझे लगता है कि कोई भी भोला नहीं होता इस दुनिया में. I cleared UPSC, CSE prelims, and now I'm preparing for mains. But I keep avoiding studying even though I genuinely care about becoming the one I want. But can't I start but can't stay consistent and end up distracting myself. That never happened to me. Why do I do this, and how can I fix this so I can prepare properly without depending on last minute pressure? By setting very realistic goals, Saransh. Maybe perhaps you need to check out what your goals are. It's very much possible that you are. It's very much possible that you are setting up very unrealistic goals for yourself. Check out your goals. Is your goal very unrealistic for yourself? Because what happens is that when you're when you're setting too high of your goals, right, then eventually your body cannot cope up with it. So you need to keep in touch with your reality. It's only slowly but steadily that we improve as people, as our personalities, as our workload capacity, the amount of challenges that we can take, the intensity with which we can take those challenges. So I'd ask you, or my advice to you would be to take up proper level goals. Okay, like set realistic goals. There's a chance that you're not even setting like set up. I'll give you a very practical actionable step. Set a bare minimum goal that every day at least for 1 hour or 30 minutes I'm going to start, and I'm going to do a little bit of stuff. Rest of all is it's going to be completely mandatory. It will depend on me. All right. That's the root way to consistency. Also, let me clear one mindset about consistency. What we think when we think of consistency is that we need to do it every day. Now here's the hack, or here's the uh, illusion, right? You don't need to do things every day when you're being consistent. As far as you have your lifelong goal, right? Now I'll give you my YouTube example. That I keep saying that I'm very consistent with my YouTube. Does that mean that I'm regularly always posting every day? No, but that means that there won't be a week where I won't make at least 4 to 5 posts, uploads. Does that mean that I don't miss days? I miss days. But does it ever happen that I'll miss 2 days in a row? Probably not. I'll always come back to it. I'll always come back to it. Even if I miss out a week, I know that this is where I belong. I'll have to come here. Similarly, with consistency, don't think of it that, oh, I'm going to do it every day. If I miss even one day, then it's over. It's not. As far as you keep coming back to it, as far as you can start again and again and again, and you can hit it again and again and again, your goal, whatever it be, you're going to be consistent. It does not have to be every day. But as far as you're doing it most days, then you will change your life one step by step. It does not need to be extraordinary. Oh, I'm a hustle guy. I'm going to work for 10 hours every day. I'm a machine. It's not possible. You're going to burn out. It's not going to happen. You're probably going to be depressed. By the end, you're probably going to be anxious, right? भाई आपका रूम बहुत साफ होता है. आपने मेरे रूम को ठीक से देखा ही कहाँ है. ये मतलब ये बहुत मतलब क्लीन एस्थेटिक है. एस्थेटिक से आपको लग रहा होगा कि वाइट दीवारें हैं, बट आपने वैसे मेरा रूम देखा ही कहाँ है. हाँ, साफ तो है. आई अग्री, मेरा रूम बहुत साफ है. ठीक है, कोई क्लटर नहीं है इस पे, यहाँ पे. बट वैसे मैं आपको सच में बताऊं तो मेरी अलमारी बिल्कुल साफ नहीं है. माई कबर्ड, राइट, माई क्लोथ्स आर ऑल लाइक, कितना काम पड़ा है मुझे वो एक बार लेकर बैठना है यार. उसको, मेरे कपड़ों को मुझे ठीक से ऑर्गेनाइज करना है. Myself, Omi TV guy who talked with you for a long time, UPSC guy. I just love bhaiya your content. Appreciate it, Aditya. I'm honestly like I don't remember, क्योंकि देखो यहाँ पे इतने लोग आते हैं, मैं नहीं याद रख सकता. ठीक है, मुझे नाम याद रखने में प्रॉब्लम होती है. शायद मैं अगर आपको देखूं तो मुझे याद आ जाओ आप, लेकिन वैसे मुझे नहीं याद. बीइंग वेरी ऑनेस्ट. भाई सीआईडी देखते हो क्या? सीआईडी अभी तक आती है? मैं बचपन में देखता था सीआईडी अपने दादा के साथ बैठकर हर फ्राइडे रात को. जो नया एपिसोड आता था ना यार, क्या मजे होते थे यार. क्या याद दिलवा दिया आपने. नाउ आई फील नॉस्टैल्जिक यार. अलग लेवल के मजे होते थे यार. जस्ट वेटिंग फॉर दैट एपिसोड कि यार फ्राइडे नाइट आ गई, चलो सीआईडी का एपिसोड. यार मैं कितने क्यूरियोसिटी के साथ देखता था. शिट यार, I miss it. I miss watching those days, the feelings. Not exactly CID, but the way we perceived it. कि कितने भोलेपन से. मुझे पता है क्या याद आता है इस चीज से. The importance of patience. जब भी कोई चीज ज्यादा मिल जाती है ना, फिर उसकी कदर नहीं करते लोग, क्योंकि वो एक वीक में एक बार आता था, आराम से आता था. हम कितने इंटरेस्ट और शौक से देखते थे उसको. आई थिंक दिस अप्लाइज वेरी मच टू आवर लाइव्स एज वेल. क्या अभी हमारी लाइफ इतनी फास्ट हो गई ना, हमसे इतना एक्सपेक्टेड है ना कि यार हर रोज इतने घंटे उतना काम करूंगा, मैं ये अकॉम्प्लिश करूंगा. एंड इस चक्कर में इट इज हैविंग अ रिवर्स इफेक्ट ऑन अस. वी आर नॉट मोर इफेक्टिव, वी आर नॉट मोर प्रोडक्टिव, वी आर एक्चुअली स्लोइंग डाउन, क्योंकि इतनी कैपेसिटी ही नहीं है यार. बी रियलिस्टिक. कोई चीज की कदर, कोई चीज जब स्लोली आती है ना, सो इट्स ब्यूटीफुल. दैट इज द ब्यूटी ऑफ लाइफ. बट आई डोंट नो व्हाट इज रॉन्ग विद पीपल. लाइक ब्रेन वॉश कर दिया जाता है कि नहीं, मुझे इतना अचीव करना पड़ेगा 25 तक, ये करना पड़ेगा, वो करना पड़ेगा. अरे स्लो डाउन यार. आपका नाम किसने रखा? Bro, don't get me wrong, but don't you feel that only achievement gives us liberty for our words sound valuable enough and acknowledged by people? What is this AI slop? What do you mean? I'm sorry, I don't get you. Bro, don't get me wrong, but don't you feel that only achievement gives us liberty for our words sounds valuable enough and acknowledged by people? Maybe if you could frame this sentence better, but I get what you're trying to say is that people who have achieved a certain goal, uh, that gives them the liberty to give advice to other people. Is that what you're saying? So I don't know if this is just my personality or what, but I'm usually mad, social, funny, super active, always doing shit and staying productive. Then out of nowhere, I'll go ghost for weeks. I just shut myself off, avoid even my own friends, lock myself in and do absolutely nothing. During those phases, I feel weird as frick too, like drained, weak, negative, and just not myself. I'd say that it's normal, Parul. The problem here is that you're identifying yourself with labels. We aren't some kind of singular personalities or like bots who can just work from a certain one label. That okay, I'm always this. I'm this. I'm this. We are much more complex than that. We are very vast than that. We are all encompassing. So it is very much possible that although the social part that you talk of, that is a part of your personality, but it is very much okay for you to take weeks where you're just by yourself. There is nothing. Don't identify yourself with one label. Never do that. All right. That's what I would say. That, and try to understand yourself, and don't try to limit yourself to one part, that this is just me. Always question things. As my stream title I think says, know thyself, know yourself, understand yourself. You're not the labels that you give yourself. Ask yourself, why, where are these assumptions about me coming from? Are they coming from someone else? Are they coming from my thoughts? Are they coming from my imagination? Are they coming from external influence that I did not even recognize? At some point it might have gotten into you. Ask, what is your core? What does your heart say? What is something that you want to do? Why do you have this definition that one must be outside social? Why do you have this definition that you need to log, if you log off, that's like there's something wrong with that. You can perfectly well take weeks where you're not feeling a certain way, and then you can be in your room, and like that does not necessarily have to be something negative. It can be a sign. Use that to self reflect. That would what my that's my advice to you, Parul. आपका चैनल किस पर है? मेरा चैनल सेल्फ इंप्रूवमेंट और करियर के ऊपर है. एक 1 hour feels nowhere near enough. See, Saranj, it's true that 1 hour feels nowhere near enough, but it is much better than days where you're not working at all. All right. So at least if you're working 1 hour every day, that's setting yourself a baseline. Don't think that that is the limit. But for now, at least have that much. Do the bare minimum. Then we can talk of 2 hours, 3 hours. Maybe we can expand. It's like going to the gym for the first day and then saying that, oh, I've just lifted one weight. It feels like it's nothing. But if you do that for 1 year, you'll probably lift more weights, and then you'll get the habit of it, and then you probably will end up with a good body as well, because you'll get interested in it, you'll get fascinated in it. But if you lift too much, maybe in the first day of your gym, you might never go back. You might take a 6 month break. So which one is better? Bro, मेरे views नहीं आ रहे हैं. Keep at it. Keep at it. Don't do it for the views. Views don't mean shit. As far as you're giving value, अगर आप कोई चीज में कुछ सिखा रहे हो किसी को, या तो आप किसी को entertain कर रहे हो, keep at it. Luck, the luck, it comes with action. So the more action you take, luck will eventually follow. Do you think I was getting hella views from the first day? I'm not even like, I'm at a stage, being honest. I have suffered months where I don't get views, but then there are also months where I start getting more views. And the video that hit off for me, that came randomly. I never expected it. I just kept going at it. And even now, some would say, like, after watching my channel, that, oh, bro, you're not getting enough views. But that's the point. You can't predict it. It comes with time. Maybe right now, those are all the views that I deserve. And it's not about the views. It's about the value that you give on YouTube, especially. You can see videos which are like 50 million, which might have 10 to 50 million views. But if those views or that video is not really giving someone like life-changing advice, if it's not changing someone's life, then I feel that those views are just a numbers game. Like, it's vanity. That okay, I have 50 million views. What about that? How many people's life did you change with that? Was that your masterpiece? So it's more about making it sustainable. Don't chase views, chase quality, chase value. Are you becoming valuable? Are you improving? You might not see the improvement, but if you consistently do something right, you will always make progress in that particular thing, and you will get better at it. And that's what matters a lot more than any X amount of views that you can get. ले रहा हूं मैं आपको क्वेश्चन भी ले रहा हूं. ये मेक सेंस. I'm a dip and eat real quick. Be back though. Bye bye. Okay. Internet and social media kill the peace, I guess. Algorithm is made so we spend more time and energy. I open Insta, I don't see my friend, only see negative news and brain rot stuff. Definitely, which is why most people will give you the advice to get off social media if you can, right? For the good of everyone. Freaking slow down, freaking live actual life, go and experience what life is like, experience the suffering. We don't always constantly have to feel happy, we don't always constantly have to be printing money and views, we don't always have to be perfect. We can afford to make mistakes, we are flawed, we can be flawed, and it's beautiful. It's the flaws that make us beautiful. But social media will give us the image that we need to be perfect. We absolutely don't. It's definitely okay to make mistakes. It's the mistakes that make us human. It's the mistakes that people connect through. That is what makes life life. Otherwise, we'd all be super bots. Like what? What the hell? I agree. Most of the time, I achieve them, but this time I can't build the consistency needed for them. Saranj, that is why I gave you the advice. Please think about that and take the action step that I've given you, and you will see progress. I promise. हेलो भैया, आपका चैनल किस पर है भैया? मैं क्लास 12th पास आउट हूँ, 20 इयर्स का हूँ, बिजनेस स्टार्ट करना चाहता, 3 लाख का, बट पेरेंट्स सपोर्ट नहीं कर रहे, मुझे पढ़ाई में 1% इंटरेस्ट नहीं है. प्लीज पिक माई क्वेश्चन. भैया क्वेश्चन ले लो. अक्षय, व्हाट यू कैन डू इज दैट यू कैन स्टार्ट डूइंग अ जॉब. अगर आपको पैसों का जुगाड़ करना है एंड आपके पेरेंट्स अभी नहीं दे रहे, तो स्टार्ट सेविंग अप, डू अ जॉब. अदरवाइज अगर आपको बिजनेस में इतना इंटरेस्ट है, देन लुक फॉर बिजनेसेस वेयर यू वोंट रिक्वायर दैट अमाउंट ऑफ मनी. Look for businesses which require lower amount of money. Take action in that. जो कर सकते हो इमीडिएटली वो करो. अगर आपको इतनी क्लैरिटी मिल गई, अगर आपको पता है कि आपको बिजनेस स्टार्ट करना है, देन नो कि आपको बिजनेस के लिए पैसे नहीं, बिजनेस के लिए माइंडसेट चाहिए. एंड बिजनेस के लिए आपकी आइडियाज एंड रेपुटेशन विल मैटर मच मोर. क्या आपने मे बी, जरूरी नहीं है कि आपका पहला बिजनेस ही हिट होगा. मे बी दे हैव अ रीजन, योर पेरेंट्स हैव अ रीजन कि अगर आपके पास एक्सपीरियंस क्या है, आप पे 3 लाख इन्वेस्ट क्यों करे वो, या आपको 3 लाख क्यों दे बिजनेस के लिए. एंड टॉक टू देम, टेल देम कि आज टेल देम शो देम कि आपका आइडिया क्या है, क्या करना चाहते हो, उन 3 लाख से आप कैसे उसको एक्चुअली में यूटिलाइज करोगे, कैसे वो आप रिस्क नहीं कर रहे हो, एंड अगर रिस्क कर रहे हो तो कैसे रिस्क कर रहे हो. बेसिकली अ प्रेजेंटेशन, या लुक एट देम एज इन्वेस्टर्स. समझो कि आप अपने इन्वेस्टर्स या कस्टमर्स से बात कर रहे हो कि वो आपके प्रोडक्ट पर क्यों इन्वेस्ट करेंगे. आप मेरे साथ कॉल कॉल पे क्यों क्यों आओगे ऑन माय कोचिंग कॉल, व्हाई. Can I give you 10x the value that you're going to pay me? If not, then you probably won't come to my coaching call, right? भैया टुडे वर्क इज डन एंड अब थोड़ा काम इजी लग रहा है. आई एम ग्लैड निखिल जी कि आप काम कर रहे हो और हर रोज आके अपडेट भी दे रहे हो. आई एम वेरी फ्रिकिंग प्राउड. I can't wait to see your progress over time, over the year. I hope you completely stick with it, okay? Nikhil, I have a feeling you will. And even if there are days जब आप ये काम नहीं करते ना, फिर भी I want कि next दिन वापस आप काम पे लग जाओ. हमेशा आपका immediate reaction होना चाहिए. एक दिन मिस हो गया, कोई नहीं, next day वापस लग गए. ये समाज में कटाक्ष करो. कटाक्ष क्या होता है यार? समझाओ यार जरा. Learning Python right now, what I can become after learning it, or do I have to master any other language like Java? Python isn't enough to end up. It's not about the languages, it's about what you can make from the languages. Okay, it's not, देखो आप मुझे जो सवाल पूछ रहे हो, the question that you're asking me is basically that I have learned how to use a hammer. Is that enough, or do I also need to learn how to use the drill? Don't focus on the tools, focus on what you can make from the tools. Make a project. If you've learned Python, make a project from it. What can you make from it? How can it help people? Let's say I'm your customer. Why would I pay you if you know Python? Doesn't fucking matter to me, right? Oh shit, I cussed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the F word. But doesn't freaking matter to me, right? If you know Python, do I give a damn? No. But if you tell me that with using Python, my Python skills, I can solve your financial constraints. Like I can help you calculate. I can make this program. So as soon as you open your laptop, every month, if you want to calculate finances, like this code or this script will do it using Python. Then I'd be like, frick, yes, take my money, bro. And this same concept applies to your employers as well. So make something, make a project, make something valuable to other people. If not to other people, at least to yourself. Solve a problem that you are facing on your daily life. Think of it. How can I code this? How can I use my scripting or my Python and I can solve my problems? Because ultimately, what is programming? It's problem solving. So as just knowing the tools is not enough. All right, bro. How can I connect you? You can connect with me through my email, or if you want to talk to me on a one-on-one call, then you can press on the link that I have in the chat, the pinned link for a one-on-one coaching call with me, if that's the kind of connection you mean, getting on a one-on-one call with me. मैं वेब डेवलपमेंट के लिए बीटेक बीसीए की डिग्री जरूरी है? नहीं, नहीं जरूरी है। सिंपल शब्दों में बताओ, नहीं जरूरी है, बट फॉर मोस्ट पीपल दे डोंट हैव द कंसिस्टेंसी, दे डोंट हैव द पेशेंस अनफॉर्चुनेटली, तो उनके लिए शायद जरूरी है। बट अगर आपको जेन्युइनली इंटरेस्ट है उसमें, तो यू कैन मेक अ फ्यूचर आउट ऑफ इट। भैया मैंने अपने टीआरएफ से पूरा बिजनेस मॉडल एक्सप्लेन कर दिया, जिसमें सक्सेस के चांस 90% है, और मैंने बोला कि बैकअप ऑप्शन भी है। ठीक है, बट जब तक आपको पैसे नहीं मिलते, आप इट्स पॉइंटलेस। सो देन थिंक ऑफ समथिंग दैट यू कैन एक्चुअली डू। ऐसा कुछ सोचो जो एक्चुअली में आप बिना पैसों के भी कर पाओ, बिकॉज अल्टीमेटली इट्स अ माइंडसेट, इट्स नॉट अबाउट द मनी। Why you create only raw videos? Bhaiya, I want to do BPSC. Please suggest some ideas for studying constituents. I'm sorry, I don't know what BPSC is. Can you do freelance with skills? Like, if you're just starting out, don't look for finance. Don't look for freelance. Look for actual companies. Look for junior or associate positions in companies. Call those companies and tell them that you learn these and these so and so tools. You build this and this project from that, and then that's how you can start. Don't look for freelance right off the bat if you have no work experience, because nobody's going to willing to pay you right off the hook, because there's lots and lots of people who can do this and they're experienced. So people will always prefer those people in freelancing over like beginners, because you don't have any practical experience. So look for companies, not freelancing right now. भैया क्या मैनिफेस्टेशन रियल होता है? इफ यू मीन मैनिफेस्टेशन इन द सेंस कि आप हर रोज सुबह उठ के बोलो 10 बार कि यार मैं कितना अच्छा हूं, मैं कितना होनहार हूं, सुनो। इफ यू मीन कि आप अपने लाइफ में एक्शन लो, आप सुबह उठ के हमेशा बोलो कि मैं इस आई एम अ सक्सेसफुल पर्सन, आई एम द काइंड ऑफ पर्सन हु गेट्स थिंग्स डन, एंड फिर वो एक्चुअली वो चीज करो, यू लिव द लाइफ दैट यू वांट, लाइक आइडियल लाइफ आपकी, आप हर रोज उस नजरिए से जियो, तो देन इन दैट सेंस मैनिफेस्टेशन इज वेरी मच रियल। बट पेरेंट्स मान नहीं रहे। मैंने फ्रीलांसिंग जॉब सब करने की कोशिश की, एज ए स्टूडेंट कैसे अर्न करूं? अर्निंग के बारे में मत सोचो अभी, आप सोचो स्किल के बारे में, स्किल सेट बनाओ, कुछ भी करके लोगों को वैल्यू दो। ठीक है, कहीं से पैसे, अभी पैसे नहीं है तो टाइम तो है ना आपके पास, अपना टाइम पूरा उस चीज में लगाओ, मेहनत में लगाओ, चीजों को सीखने में लगाओ। देखो बिजनेसेस बिना पैसे के भी स्टार्ट किए जा सकते हैं। सो थिंक ऑफ कि छोटी छोटी चीजों को देखो कि मैं कैसे ये चीज को फायदे में बेच सकता हूं, मैं इसको इतना इतना प्रॉफिट कैसे कर सकता हूँ, छोटी सिंपल चीजों में सोचो, रादर देन द बिग थिंग्स कि मैं इतने करोड़ चाहिए, इतने लाख चाहिए, उसके बाद ही मैं कुछ करूंगा। हाउ भैया, अगर मैं आपको हाउ बता दूं तो फिर मैं खुद बिजनेस स्टार्ट ना कर लूं? अब वो तो आपको करना पड़ेगा ना, बिजनेस तो आपको स्टार्ट करना है, बिजनेस आपको बनाना है अपना। सब कुछ मैं कर दूं फिर बिजनेसमैन मैं ही बन जाऊंगा ना, फिर आप कैसे बनोगे? So I hope you understand, Akshay. That's all I can tell you. 8 AM से 8 PM तक की 12 आवर MIS एग्जीक्यूटिव जॉब बहुत हेक्टिक है। ओनली 12,000 सैलरी इन भोपाल। अब कंटेंट क्रिएशन कैसे करूं? बिल्कुल हिम्मत नहीं हो रही। अभी अगर हिम्मत नहीं हो रही है तो हिम्मत ना होते होते उस चीज को करो। फ्री टाइम मिल रहा है ना, 2 मिनट से 10 मिनट 15 मिनट एक वीडियो अपलोड करो एंड देन वॉच द मैजिक। ऐसा तो नहीं है कि आपके दिन में टाइम ही नहीं होता। आई अंडरस्टैंड कि हेक्टिक होता है, आप टायर्ड होते हो, लेकिन दिस इज द रियलिटी ऑफ लाइफ। तो क्या आप हमेशा टायर्ड रहना चाहते हो कि आप वो टायर्ड होते होते भी कुछ साइड में थोड़ा, ज्यादा नहीं, थोड़ा काम करना चाहते हो? मे बी अपने जॉब को स्टार्ट करने से पहले एक वीडियो रिकॉर्ड कर लो इफ यू वांट टू स्टार्ट कंटेंट क्रिएशन। जस्ट स्टार्ट मूविंग इन दैट डायरेक्शन एंड द क्लैरिटी विल कम टू यू इवेंचुअली। अगर आप स्टार्ट ही नहीं करोगे तो एंड एक्सपेक्ट करोगे कि मैं स्टार्ट ही नहीं कर रहा हूं, मैं कैसे कुछ करूं। पहले एटलीस्ट आप चलना, तो आप उठने की कोशिश तो करो पहले, फिर आप देखना कि क्या नेक्स्ट क्या प्रॉब्लम है। ट्राई करो। दैट इज द आंसर। Okay, guys, that is it for today's stream. That is probably I'm done with today's stream. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for coming to the stream. Bye bye, guys. I'll see you tomorrow at 8 p.m.